It's pretty screwed. But I got a little kit that replaced the whole joint. I've actually replaced the boot on this before, but it was probably about 100,000 miles ago. So, the boot has broke again. It was really, you know, like a cheap kit that I bought. And basically the grease has come out of it. Today we'll go ahead and replace the joint. It comes with everything. Basically, to remove the front drive shaft of the JK, it's pretty simple. All you gotta do is just some 8mm here and some 15mm at the bottom. Pull those out and pull the drive shaft right out. It's not hard. Well, this is what I got in the kit. I don't really remember what brand the kit is. I know I got it on Amazon, and I'll just link it whenever I figure that out down below. But the kit comes with the new bearing. For the life of me, I can't think of what this thing's actually called, so the internet can just roast the shit out of me about that. It's like a big CV bearing, I guess. This is the gasket. The part with the seal, the rubber seal, end cap. Came with some new bolts. These are Allen's too. The other ones are 8mm, which is kind of cool. And some grease and some bands. So this band will require a tool to tighten it up properly, and I have it. I'll go find it. Alright, so here's the banding tool. It kind of fell apart, but it's a real cheap tool, but it will do the job. They make, I think, like 4 or 5 different types of bands, but this is one we're going to be using for this style of band here. Okay, I'll link it down below. Everything in the video I'll link down below, so you can just check that out. And you're going to need some snap ring pliers too to take apart this guy. Whatever this is called, just leave a comment down below and tell me what the heck this is called, because I can't remember. Alright, let's go take apart the old one. Well, the U-joint feels tight still. I mean, this Jeep's really never been off-road, really. It's been to the beach, but it's never really been off-road, so. It's only been in 4-wheel drive a couple times, so. U-joint feels good. Don't need to rebuild that, thank God. But this guy, this is a little crunchy. Might need to do something with this. You hear that? What is the best angle for the camera? Let's see here. Is that good or is that good? We want to go like this, right? That seem better? Yeah. Alright, so the first step, I'm going to knock this cap off. Chisel. Hammer. There we go. Boop. And it's super dry. I mean, it's still juice in there, but it looks kind of dried up. Alrighty, here we go. Let's do a little zoomy. Alright, so there's a C-clip in here. I don't know if you can see it or not, but it's in there. I'd rather just remove that guy, get our C-clip pliers. Boom. C-clip. Can you focus? Yeah, there you go. We're gonna end up reusing this. So we're gonna clean it off. Okay, so the old band, we're gonna end up cutting that off. I don't know if you can see it. I'm not gonna move the camera around, but you're gonna have to cut this off. You can do a couple different things. You can stab it with a screwdriver, and hammer, and try to bust it, and get some cutters, get a little Dremel, whatever you got. I got these little turds that are not gonna work, but I'm gonna try. Bada boom. Here's the old one. Boom. Get some of that. Well, let's get the new one. Alright. New one. Hold on. So there is a front, or there is an outer and inner. Okay, see how they're different? No problem. Okay, so on the cap, the outer cap, there's this gasket here. I don't know if I showed you that or not, but this is trash. Clean this guy off real quick. Some W40. Some of the crud out of it. This is just so when I put the boot on, it doesn't stick. This is a little bit of 3M silicone. It's okay to use on rubber and brake parts and stuff like that. It won't eat up the rubber that's on this guy here, but this is to give it a little bit more slip when I go to slip this guy on. Move this guy up. Oh yeah. Alright, so the band is going to go on first. Voila. Then we're going to put the dust boot on, or whatever you want to call this cap thing. Just plop it on there. Boop. Alright. Goes right there. Our new bearing, CV thing, whatever you want to call it, and it does go a certain way. So this way is facing out. Voila. Okay. Then it's not break time. Bam. Make sure it's seated all the way. Okay, there we go. So easy. Okay. And so it has these holes you're going to want to line up. Okay, so the plate and the holes, you're going to line them up. Okay. Alright, and then we're going to pack this with grease. I'm going to get one of the bolts, the Allen bolts, and we're going to just stick it in here to kind of keep this where I want it, you know? I'm going to try to work the grease in right here. So, I'm going to shoot it in the holes.
Freedom could be yours. If you want LASIK, then the LASIK Vision Institute has officially taken away everything standing in your way. At the LASIK Vision Institute, we are offering dramatically low prices. As this is the latest FDA-approved LASIK technology that helps the majority of patients achieve 20/20 vision.
Just gonna push it in there. Pack that shit in there. It's gonna get kind of messy, but I'm gonna get that grease in there. Okay, starting to come out the holes, which is good. It's a good sign. Means I'm getting it everywhere. Okay. Alrighty. Clean it up a little bit. Then we got the gasket and the cap. We're gonna use another bolt, stick it through here. I'm gonna use 2 bolts. Got the cap and the gasket. What we're gonna do, it goes like this, right? Take a little bit of the grease. Okay, put it in here. Okay. Take the gasket and stick it like this, and the grease will hold it for me. Okay. Hold it right where I want. I'm gonna line it up around the holes like that. Plop it on. I'm going to use the bolts to line up the holes. Bada bing, bada boom. And all we got to do, mallet. I won't damage the cap too bad. Beat that cap on there. That's pretty much it. That. I'm gonna run this through here and get some of this grease out of these holes. Make sure everything lines up right. Alright, so it's been forever since I've actually used this, so it might take me a minute to figure out how to use this again. But stick it in the groove, and then we're gonna pull the slack out of this thing. Okay. Alright. Okay, so it's gonna go in like this, through here. Get this piece, stick it on there, just gonna grab it, yada yada yada. I'm gonna turn this, and it's gonna pull the band, it's gonna wind the band up. And this is actually a cutter. This piece here will actually cut the band for me, I think, if I remember right. I'm gonna use this to cut it. Do is you take it and you go around this way with it. And these little pins here, we're gonna knock these down, and that's what's gonna hold it. Okay, so I'm gonna pull this tight. Use the cutter here. Hold the extra piece in there, because the edges are very sharp and it can tear the boot if it ever gets near it, and you don't want it anywhere near it. Don't want those edges near anything. Give it a little crimp. Alright, there you have it. Nice and banded up. Alright. This is a completely different kind of band. It uses a completely different tool. I don't have it here at home. I have it at work, so I'll be using a different band. I have some extra ones. I have some of these. These are a different kind also. Nice and tight there. Okay, and then I'm going to hammer that, and that's what's going to hold it. It's kind of like a crimp. Alright, we're going to cut it. There we go. Okay, so it's not as good as this one. Jesus. Let me just take this and fold it over. Get it out of the way. Hands are all greasy. Alright, so there you go. There's a rebuilt joint. The front drive shaft of your JK. Alright guys, well that's pretty much it for this video. The front drive shaft, really not too bad to rebuild. If you need anything in the video, again, you know, there's links down below. In the next video, it's gonna be the Wrangler again, and gonna be doing the ignition switch. So hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications, so when I upload that video, which won't be too far along this one, it'll notify you to that the video's up. That video you're not gonna want to miss, because if you drive one of these JKs, you probably want to replace that ignition switch, whether it's failed or not. It's just really good insurance. The ignition switch is only like 40 bucks, but they like to fail on you and they'll leave you stranded. Alright, so it might be something good to do, like on your next oil change or something like that. So that's gonna be the next video. If you like this video, hit the thumbs up, throw me a comment, tell me what you thought about the whole video, whatever. If you have anything to say, just, you know, let me know, ask me, whatever. You can find me on Instagram, Facebook, yada yada yada. You guys take care, be safe, have a great weekend. Later!